Welcome back to the Kingdom, episode 5. As you guys can tell, Raul's not here, but we got Mayra Tetiglan.
What is up, y'all? It's an honor to be on the Kingdom. It's giving man cave here.
It definitely is. It's a little different from Chins and Giggles. Y'all a little bright over there.
I need a beer.
Do you? Do you really want one?
Oh, you do have some in that fridge, huh? Actually,
I was going to be like, you know what? I'm going to skip out just because
I haven't had a beer in a minute.
Let's do one.
Oh my God, let's do
this
it,
one. One's cool. It's a little stronger beer. I know you like certain strong beers, but I know some of them you're like, ugh.
It's been a week. Let's have a beer for real.
Try this one out. If you like it, cool. And if not,
oh, this is scary.
That's what I'm saying. Try it. If you like it, cool. And
you
if
have
not,
regular beer?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Just pop it.
Wait, even the picture of it is scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's a little weird.
Yeah. But that's why. Pop it. Try it.
Wait, am I going to be like getting lit with it?
No. It's only one, you know?
Okay.
But watch.
Cheers.
If you like it, cool. And if not, then I'll drink it. But cheers.
Jasmine Glitz is taking care of Noah right now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a little mommy daddy night out.
I like that. Do you like that?
It reminds me of that beer I like. That you got me into. The one that's like Blue Moon.
Oh, Blue Moon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, no, but okay.
There's nothing crazy in here though, right?
What do you mean?
It's not like.
Well, it has like a little baby scorpion on the bottom, so
you're
careful.
lying.
No,
oh, I was like, stop it right now.
No, I'm playing. It's just like, a regular.
Any like weed or anything, right?
No.
I'm all scared.
No, you're good.
Dude, sometimes like I don't know, like.
I get it. You see me with like gummies and you're like, what is that? I'm like, it's regular gummies.
Like when Brian's with the guys, I'm like, I just like, if I see snacks around, I'm like, this has like, what is it? Cannabis? Mm-hmm. I'm like, this THC. Don't have like THC or anything like that, right? Because like that is a little scary.
No, you're good.
Okay.
But
wait, 6.9% alcohol.
Nice.
What does a beer usually have, babe?
4.5. Most of them.
I feel drunk. I'm just kidding.
I can tell.
My first sip and just getting like what?
Like, but watch slowly. Like as you drink it, like you appreciate it because a regular beer, I don't know. These are just like I like them. I like every beer. I'll say that, but you know, these are more fun.
The vibes are here with this man cave. I'm not gonna lie.
Hopefully, like, that's what I was gonna say. Hopefully, you like this little podcast a little bit. You know, it's a little different.
It. Do you? It's different being on it. I'm like, oh, period. Mm-hmm. Like, I see how you want a beer just being here.
Yeah, right. You just like chilling. It's a little vibe.
Uh-huh.
And then gaining a little beer gets you a little like tipsy, and you're just like, I'm liking this. You get me?
You're an icon at this. Can I say that, babe?
You could say it. It's a lie, but you could say it.
You're an icon. Oh, you just brought that today, huh?
Oh yeah.
I recognize her a little bit. Mm-hmm. She used to be in your room, huh? Mm-hmm. At your mom's. Mm-hmm. Like I seen her. Mm-hmm. That's so funny. Where did you have her? Because I didn't see her at the house.
Well, you know, in my little corner, I had it there.
Period.
Mm-hmm. Stuff with all my little things that I could have at the house.
I love it. Okay, period.
Nice.
Okay, can I just say that I feel like it's not like Chins and Giggles, but I almost forget that you're the one like leading the podcast. Part of me wants to be like leading it, and I'm like, no, like I'm a guest today.
Yeah, but you know, however it goes, it goes.
Period.
I want to say this on the spin wheel. We do the spin wheel.
Period.
But I know there's certain things on here that like one for sure. The spicy sauce. This is like insane. Like I don't think you would want to do this. You know, and then obviously the chip, same kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But everything else is pretty like. Well, honestly, we don't. I didn't even bring more beer in.
10 push-ups, baby. Okay.
You know, I'll spin it if it lands on like I don't even know. I feel like the only thing it could really land on is like take a shot or something because everything else is kind of like
take a shot. Okay, period.
Pound of beer and all that, tornado beer, and we don't really have any more beer in them.
Yeah.
So, want to spin it? You be spin it.
Oh, maybe we should tell them like why Raul's not here first.
Well, that's kind of a little obvious.
I know, but isn't it
go
crazy?
off, tell them.
So baby's here. Karina already announced it. I'm not like spilling anything, but we're obviously, you know, she's gonna like, I'm sure when she's back, she'll tell us like her birth story. But I'm here in replacement of Raul, obviously, but he couldn't be here either. Actually, fun fact, they're coming back today, but even then though, even like, why would it, like, they're so exhausted, like they need that time like to come home and unwind.
Imagine getting here and as soon as they get here, like, let's go film.
That
like,
exhaustion is so real. Like, I feel like anytime I FaceTime Karina, poor thing is like,
exhausted.
Trying so hard to stay awake. I'm like, girl, get some rest. But it's so hard, like the first days.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Any new parent knows, like the first like month, you're just
that's just crazy.
The
like
first week
so excited
is harder
to meet her. Oh my gosh!
But they'll be here soon.
But yeah, that's why I'm here today.
I was gonna say you spin it since like it's gonna be your only time here.
Oh, let me try.
Do it. You got this.
Oh man, okay, let's get this Carlos Jr. out the way.
Put it down. And like I said, if it lands on something that's like okay, I can't do that. I'll accept it, you know? Beer bong? Yeah, we can't.
What is that?
Yeah, the beer bong. It's on the tree. You know, it's funny. Okay, I'll just say this. If you guys never noticed, there's a beer bong just hanging on the tree.
Oh, wait, we're doing it?
No.
Nah.
Do something
with
else.
This beer, huh?
How about this? Look,
wait, you heard it here first, though. Brian said no, because I'm like,
and that's what I was going to say. Look, to be honest, I think the only thing we could really do is like do a shot. Are you down to do a shot?
Oh, I mean, well, you're the host if you want me to.
All right, let's do it.
Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm actually excited because I feel like, I'm not going to lie, I feel like this whole weekend has just been like...
You need a little...
Crazy.
That's right, you need a little break.
I feel like I need to... I mean, crazy in a good way, but it's like, it feels nice. And then Noah right now is being babysat. Come on, parents. Imagine. Oh. Guys, they have... I didn't even know they had options here. I think tequila's like...
Oh, no. It's Tito's vodka.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, no. I'll do bucanas then, babe. I don't like vodka like that, queen. Am I the only one that feels like vodka is literally like rubbing alcohol?
It is.
Like legit.
Like, not that it is, but that's how it tastes. Because... I remember... I think I kind of explained this story, but...
Do you have Monster?
No. I wish I did, but we have beer to chase it down.
Oh,
but I remember me, my brother, and another homie. I think I explained it. Oh, go for it. We raced drinking Absolute vodka, a whole bottle to ourselves each, you know? And that's the crazy, aftermath, babe. I kid you not, like 10 minutes after that.
Babe, that can't you like...
Yes.
Get alcohol poisoning with that?
Yeah. But... Luckily, I didn't.
Oh my god!
This is.
Oh, I was like, what happened?
Y'all see this little shot glass? Sheesh.
That is so cute, babe. Was that the one my sweater got you?
Yeah.
She's a queen for that. Oh my gosh! I did not expect at all to drink today.
Well, you know, I'll say this. Yeah. That's like kind of our little thing on the kingdom.
Period. No, I like that vibe, babe. Should we have some of your Dr. Pepper after to chase it a little bit?
Oh, yours is water.
Yeah.
I totally forgot.
Okay.
All right, well.
Cheers to being on the kingdom.
Yeah, cheers. And once again, thank you for coming on.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having me, queen. Imagine. Ooh.
Nice. Little strong?
That was like 2 shots, babe.
Oh. No, that's one. That one's 2 shots.
I feel like I'm like lightweight. Like I never drink now. I feel like especially after having Noah, like the first year I couldn't in general, like pumping and stuff. It was just so like I couldn't. And even now, babe, I feel like I'm fine if I don't drink.
Well, you know what? I could say one, you never were really like a crazy like drinker or anything like that. Mm-hmm. And then, like how you said, especially going with that whole like kind of year, since you're kind of pumping, like you couldn't drink.
Just being a new mommy is hard. Mm-hmm. But even now, like I just, you know,
you feel like you don't need it.
I'm like, but
it's
when
nice
the
every
vibes
now
are
and then.
There,
mm-hmm.
Like today, I'm like, okay, I'm on the kingdom. Episode 5, babe, that's crazy because I don't know. I feel like you guys have done more episodes.
Really?
I mean, 5 episodes is iconic though.
Yeah. Well, I'll say that. Like, I feel just filming with Raul, it's a vibe. You know, it's cool because even we explain this. Like, whenever you guys chill, me, Raul, and like the guys would like just hang out and like bullshit. You know, just whatever comes up, whatever little things. So it's kind of the same thing, but just on the podcast now.
Yeah.
And now like bringing up like specific topics, just having like our little viewpoint about it, like. It's fun.
Yeah. Do you guys get lit in every podcast or lit? The vibes, babe. Buzz
like we'll drink, but we won't get lit.
Wait, my understanding of drinking, right? Because I know maybe guys are different. My understanding of drinking, like I'm not gonna drink a beer if I'm not gonna get drunk.
Okay.
I'm not trying to like influence anybody to like drink to get drunk, but
no, you're saying how you feel.
If I'm drinking, like I'm doing it for like a buzz, right? Like I feel like Bryan's the kind that like, say he's with his friends and they're having pizza. They're gonna have like a beer with pizza, and I'm like, baby, I'm gonna have a beer with like a Coke on the side or like my water, but the beer, I'm not gonna crave it. It's for me to like get a good buzz.
But
you know what I mean, right?
But see, that's a difference because I feel like us guys, like especially me and my homies, like that's a thing. We're like beer, pizza, and wings is just like fire, goes together. Wings. You know?
I get the vibe though. I get it. I feel like a good like a Corona with lime and salt.
Coronas are fire.
Are iconic. What's your go-to beer?
My go-to beer? Ooh, one that's open.
Girl. No, I think you like the one with the orange. I just said it earlier.
Oh, Blue Moon.
I think you like.
I do really like Blue Moon, but I feel there's a lot of different beers that I really like.
I feel like I discovered Blue Moons through you. I always just knew growing up, like in my family, Modelos and Coronas. That's all I knew.
I feel those are just like the beers. Like when you go to a party, you pick up a case of like Corona, Modelo, things like that, you know, because everyone's going to grab a beer and you don't want to take something like this because a lot of people are like, oh, that's too strong for me. Or
I discovered the ones like any beer, like when I see you and your friends drinking, you guys always have like a beer with like a skeleton or like the devil on it. I'm like, okay, that's when I know it's like really strong. Like y'all don't have beers like y'all don't drink the common beers.
No.
Like you guys try out like really different, like strong ones.
Especially when we're with our friend Matt, he gets like crazy. Like I feel this is like a regular beer you'll find at like Stay There Brothers or something like that. Okay. But the ones he gets sometimes, like you have to go to like a specific like beer vendor for that, and then just even I'm like, wow, like that's just insane. But nice, I guess, if you really like beer like that, you know. But
what beer did you guys drink that one time you guys were like eating each other?
Oh, okay.
Let's clarify.
Wait. We were all wrestling.
That's crazy.
We had that crazy bottle, and then we had like a 24 pack of Corona. We had we had a lot of beer, and I feel we were just like super wasted, and we ended up like fighting each other. And like, getting each other like in little headlocks. And I had, was it this arm? Yeah, this little bite mark. It was, I think, Anthony. And in the back of my head was my brother.
Why were we were all just like each other?
We were just super, super gone. super gone. Where it was just like too much type of thing. You get me? And it was just one of those crazy, crazy nights.
So you guys were like mad at each other?
No. It just happened, and I think it was because of that crazy bottle.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's
I don't know. And then, even we were like the next day, just like what just happened, type of thing, you know. And we were those were one of those days. The thing is, like Anthony lived above a bar, so he was having beer all the time. You know,
above a bar.
And it was fun.
It was iconic.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, even though he lived above a bar, he still had like a kegerator in his house. And he just like would always have us over. That was like the party little house type of thing, you know? And I would just always be there because that was like my best homie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. We were just always getting drunk. But that night was just like
crazy.
Beyond crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But it was fun. At the end of the night. So now that you're actually on here, we're gonna talk about some little things that we might disagree. You might walk off.
He's like, we're fighting today.
Get ready, put them fists up. But
I'm like, you sure we're not drinking that drink? Y'all drink. We're all fighting each other like in a couple minutes, right?
Just becomes a wrestling match. No,
like, okay. What?
No, okay. So these are things that couples disagree on or have little arguments, whatever it is. So the first one is not showing enough love or affection.
Not showing enough love
or affection. Yeah.
Okay.
So I feel we show enough love and affection.
Oh, like, do you agree that it's like important and stuff? Is that like?
Well, yeah.
Sorry. I get it. That's like a big thing people fight about, like not showing enough love or affection. I'm like, am I drunk? I'm just kidding.
That little sip and that shot took you out.
I'm telling you, I don't drink. I'm like,
I'm telling you, I'm gonna fight you right now.
I'm like, oh gosh, imagine. I'm like, it's getting a little hot in here. Like, I just took a shot, y'all. What's going on?
You already took off your jacket, so anything else? Oh, I know.
I'm a sweating queen,
and I'm a jacket. You know,
I'm a sweating queen, so
go off, sweat.
I'm like drenched by the end of the podcast.
Hopefully not. No, you're all melting into the couch. No?
You know what? That's what it is, babe. Like,
what?
I think I'm a sweater, but I only sweat with alcohol.
Honestly, I see you more of a t-shirt, but go off, sweater.
I don't know. I do believe not showing enough love or affection can like.
Oh, it could lead into definitely
any relationship.
Yeah, but I feel in our relationship, I show enough.
Yeah, you do.
And you show enough. Mm-hmm. Where like that's not like a big conflict between us. You get me? Mm-hmm. Because there are some people where like my man hasn't touched me in I don't know how long, or damn, my girl.
You gotta know. What the fuck is going on? I swear I'm not that drunk. Oh, not me stuttering. You gotta know your love language.
Where's your beer? No more. No.
You gotta know your love language. Mm-hmm. I feel like my love language is to you words of affirmation. Mm-hmm. I like always like reassure you. Yeah. And the ways that you show me is like touchy, like you're physical.
Let's get physical. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queen. Oh, lack of communication. Mm-hmm. Oh, that will jeopardize.
It can very much jeopardize a relationship. Mm-hmm. And I know you've told me that like I need to communicate more, and I know that.
I love,
and I try.
He's like, let me expose our relationship. Like,
no. It's because like everyone needs to communicate more. You know.
Mm-hmm. I feel you on that. Mm-hmm. Communication is so important. Like even if it makes you uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. But also, I feel. How do I say this? Like. You have to be sometimes very blunt. And women do this thing where it's like they're not blunt.
They're not blunt?
Yeah. Where you'll be like, oh, I'm fine. And that's horrible communication.
Oh, that is
because you're lying. You're not fine. Tell me what's up.
Oh, yeah. No, that's really
horrible
terrible.
Communication. You know? It's like, no, like, tell me. Like, you know? It's like, no, I need you to figure out this maze in my brain and know what's wrong. And it's just like, can you just let me know? It would be so much easier. No?
Yeah.
You get me?
I think women just expect
the man to know.
Or a man to like know the obvious.
To know. For us to be mind readers.
Like, let's say the man did something, right? And the woman's like cringing. Mm-hmm. And later she's like doing the silent treatment on you. And they're like, what's wrong? Why are you acting like that? Oh, I'm fine. I'm thinking in my head like, well, you know exactly what you did.
But in our head, we're like, what just happened?
So clueless. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think sometimes you have to be more patient on them.
Yeah, because even at that, right? Say you did something. And out of nowhere, I just give you silent treatment. Would you know why?
I would hope I did, but I guess that's not. Yeah.
You know? And that's as much as communication could be like talking to one another, it's also just like being blunt with one another too.
I feel like in a healthy relationship, you have to communicate even like the most uncomfortable topics. Like you just got to talk about all of it, because if you don't, that's why marriages fall apart, because you don't communicate them. So like, for example, with me and Bryan, like he might think it's annoying when I'm like, Bryan, like let's talk about things we could improve. Like I'm like this all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure at some point he's like annoyed, like, oh, here she goes. But I'm like, no, this is like, it's like, I always think about it like, you know,
it's self-improvement.
Self-improvement. Yeah. You think about like, imagine like, okay, at your job, right? You naturally have meetings with like your manager. Guys, we need to work on this. We need to work on that. To have a good team down, right? If there's no communication, like, guys, we need to do this, we need to do that, that job is going to fall apart. The service is going to be terrible. Things are going to be messy. So that's why I think communication is very, I mean, at least we're on the same page with it.
Yeah.
And we should, like.
And even at that helps out. Like, if someone with a partner out there, if you feel like you guys need self-improvement, which kind of helped us, is like doing those little, like, kind of family meetings and like, hey, like, what's up with this week or this month, and like what's going on to improve or do better or whatever it is, and it helps.
We've gotten really good at it. I feel like in the beginning, like, I feel like a lot of the times, like, it's always a woman that's like, okay, like, trying to be more organized, just in general with everything. And like, usually guys see it as like, oh, well, like, stop momming me, you know, like, here you go. But I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing to have someone that's like, okay, no, like, let's sit down and like, how can we improve our relationship?
For the next one, one not paying enough attention to the other. Where this is kind of what we were kind of saying earlier, the love and affection kind of thing. Yeah. Where slowly someone gets comfortable with like their relationship, where they slowly just like see us like, you're just there kind of thing. You get me? Yeah. And sadly, like, say older people, they're just kind of, with all due respect, sometimes it seems like they're just there for one another because it's just they, you know. That's why even, have you ever seen those TikToks where it's like an old couple and they're still going out or something? It's like, that's really nice. Like goals, you know, like that's amazing. So even with a relationship that's brand new or anything like that, you never want to lose that. Where you still, me and Ro were talking about this on the last one, where you still want to do like date nights and, you know, little things like that. Even I was kind of mentioning that day when you had your time of the month, like we had a little movie night at home. Oh, you know? I love that, babe. And that's why, like, things like that.
Oh, can I tell them?
Go for it.
I had started my period. I was feeling like really shitty. So Bryan went to the store and I told him, I'm like, just like surprise me, bring whatever you want. He brought chocolates, popcorn, ice cream, everything, like everything. And it was just so much, but it was so fun to just like almost like just, we waited for Noah to go down Mimi's. We had the little monitor with us. We watched Hocus Pocus, and we were just eating snacks and just watching a movie. And I thought it was so cute because I feel like we get so into our phones a lot. And like even times, like sometimes, I know we're not the only couple. Like this got to be every couple. When it's time to unwind and go to bed, we're on our phone. We scroll. Okay, good night. And like, I like the times that we're not on our phones. Like those times that like we actually just talk to each other, talk about how our day went, or just talk about just like anything. I love that. And anytime we do it, we're like, wow, like
that was good.
That was good.
And that's part of the communication thing.
Yeah, so communication is not always like when you guys are disagreeing on something. Like when something's bothering you about them. Communications are also acknowledging your partner that they're also another human that you need to interact with. Yeah. That's crazy because I feel like living with somebody, you get used to each other and it's like why. But that, like, just you saying that right now, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that's so true. Like,
well, that's why, like, when we're just chilling in bed and like just talking, like that's part of just communication that helps, you know? Yeah. And like how you said, a lot of people get stuck on just watching social media at night, and they could be there for like an hour. We do
that too all the time. Yeah,
we do. But those random times where we're just like, you know, like let's
I'm like, oh, this is nice. Yeah. Ooh, jealousy. Jealousy. I think that will ruin a relationship, depending how jealous you are.
Yeah, I'll say this: jealousy in like the Latino world is called tóxica.
Oh, or tóxico.
Yeah. Both but ways. Mainly tóxica, no?
No. There's machistas that are like hella toxic.
Also, yeah. Luckily, I'm not that.
Extreme, actually. Imagine. Yeah. Okay. So, jealousy. I'm trying to think like if you've ever been jealous before. Yeah, you have.
But I'm not that like jealous type.
Just a couple times.
Exactly. Like there's certain times where I'm like, okay, like my button got pushed, you know? But I'm not like crazy jealous every day type of thing. And there are people like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a pillow here, honey?
No, why?
I'm just used to like always holding a pillow.
Oh, no.
Tragic.
Imagine.
Do you want to get one from the couch? Imagine.
This is another thing. Always being sent to get like ice water.
Oops. Like, what is the reason? Okay, there you go. The pillow's all fucking dirty. Oh my god.
Right? Flip that pillow the other way.
Now it's our face.
That's why I said it. No?
Okay.
I knew which pillow it was.
Okay, so jealousy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like jealousy can be healthy in a good way a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you are afraid to lose your partner, right? Mm-hmm. A little bit.
Because someone that's not completely jealous, it shows like you don't care. You know?
I have to admit, I was extremely like
jealous.
Not that I was like extremely jealous, but I was extremely. What is like the word?
Toxica.
Nope. Was I toxic a little bit in the beginning? No, I wasn't toxic. Mm-hmm. I think like when you're cheated on, like for your next relationship, you could feel like you don't trust someone. Mm-hmm. So I think that's what happened with me.
From past experience, you like.
I think I just didn't fully like. I fully couldn't like put my guards down.
That's why.
And I
from
just
past
expected
experience.
it from a man to cheat, right? So in the beginning, it was hard. Let's say like you would go out with your friends. I was like, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Like. It was really hard for me to fully like you had to
have you ever seen those memes like what girls expect guys are doing, like something like that, like crazy cheating and this and that, and then like what the boys are actually doing, like playing games and like,
yeah,
you know,
if he wasn't picking up, I was like, oh, okay, like I was picturing like, I'm like, right, it's going down.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But you know, what's funny. I think that can like lift a man's ego a little bit when a woman is like jealous. I saw that actually, babe. I saw a guy on TikTok kind of like expose guys. They're like, we love when like a woman is like a little jealous because that's when they're like they think that like you got game like that.
This guy is wrong. No, I'd rather like if I'm going to chill with the homies, my girl's cool, she's not even tripping.
Oh, that's cute, of course, like when you're married. But you know, in the beginning, I actually think it's like kind of cute, like if you were to get like.
Well, in the very beginning, it was just like you always want to just be checking up on each other. Like we just started dating. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you know. Mm-hmm. But that, like, I feel it. Well, at least for me, like it doesn't build any ego to be like checking up on me 24/7. You know, like
I think, yeah, okay, maybe.
I'm just saying, for me,
I get you.
Maybe that guy, like
everybody's different. I could see Bryan like completely not even being phased if I was jealous. I mean, not like that, but like I could see him being like, "Girl, you tripping," instead of being like, "Okay, you know."
No, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's hard because like at the same time, like not completely. Would be like, damn, she don't even care like what I'm doing or something, you know?
That's the part, babe.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But like a full on like toxica, like where are you at? Because there's toxic people who are like FaceTime, show me 360, who's around, and you're just like, what is going on type of thing, you know?
Yeah, there's like a difference. Mm-hmm. Like, of course, if I see you over there laughing with a girl and you guys are like smiling and having the time of your lives, I am going to be like, y'all are a little too friendly right now. I am gonna get jealous because I'm like, wait, like he's literally flirting right now. That would get me jealous. Would that get you jealous? That is crazy.
Hold on, because
you're not thinking about it.
No, because yes and no. Because when you would go to like special events, I have to hold back and like kind of know like
this is all women here, and you know the boys in makeup ain't gonna do nothing, baby, to me. So. But that's so different, babe. Like a guy in a full beat face.
And I get that. And that's why, like, for me, it was just like, oh, like, it became a norm. It was just like, all right.
What if we're at the bar and I'm doing that?
Oh, well, that's a difference.
That's different, babe.
I know.
Yeah, that's a little different.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. Talking to an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend.
I don't think we ever did anything like that.
But that is like, that would 100% ruin a relationship.
Definitely. Like, that's ex. Like, that's...
Like, that's an ex for a reason.
No more, no? Yeah.
She's like, not in your life.
Well, that's why. Like, you know how even for a thing. Like, okay, that person's your ex. Like, everything that dealt with that is just like no more kind of thing. You get me?
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't care if you guys ended on great terms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why? Like, if y'all are in such great terms,
like why?
Why y'all broken up? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Everything got ended when that relationship ended. No?
Whose friends we hang out around more? Is that like a problem a little bit?
I will say this because I've told you before, like when me and my friends hang out and I'll be like, just go with us or whatever. And you're like, no, it's your guys' guy thing. And I'm like, so what? Like, just come through.
Yeah.
Because when it's with you guys, I drop everything. Like, we're going to Crystal's, Elizabeth's, Florrie's.
Oh
like,
hold on, babe.
I'm just saying.
But imagine. Okay.
You could probably count the amount of times you've chilled with like.
And you
Aaron
know what is
right?
so funny? The day
Comedians.
that you guys went to, the day that you guys went to
Dave and Buster's.
Mm-hmm. I went with you guys, right? It was all guys, and I was like sitting in the corner with Noah as you guys were playing pool and all that. Mm-hmm. And I invited Karina and Elizabeth because I was like, I mean, they asked me like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm actually here at Dave and Buster's. Karina shows up and she even laughs. She's like, no wonder you never come with the guys. I'm thinking like, yeah, no one brings their girlfriends. It's just guys.
No, randomly like Aaron will or whatever,
randomly, but it's not promised.
But when y'all chill, am I not there?
But when we chill, they always come to our house.
Huh?
A lot of the times.
You're tripping.
No, okay, even if we go to Crystal's, even if we go to Elizabeth's, even if we go to each other's houses.
Or go out.
The guys know the guys.
Okay.
If I was going to my friends and it was pure girls, not Raul, Ismael in the building.
Uh-huh.
You probably would be like, it's fine. Like, I'll drop you off. It's just a girl date.
I've never done that.
Okay. I actually feel like I'm really like, I feel like a lot of wives wouldn't do that. I feel like it's actually a good thing that I'm like, go hang out with guys.
That's the thing. Like, we definitely have like your girl nights and I have my guy nights.
But the girl nights, the guys are there too. I get what you mean.
Not all the time. You guys have done like just a full-on little
Not
girl.
before marriage, babe. We've never done that before marriage.
You mean after marriage?
I mean, yeah, not after marriage. I can't even think of it.
Yeah, you guys have.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I don't know. I don't remember. I didn't write it down, but you guys definitely have. Not a lot.
You guys and also, babe, like guys are so different. Like when us the girls hang out, we're cooking for everybody. We're eating. Bryan, like I have to make sure like I eat before, because when Bryan's hanging out with his friends, I'm like,
I'll agree. I know what you're gonna say. You
have not ate all day, and you're just willing to pound beers and not eat at all. And I'm thinking like, me and Noah right here.
No,
we're not drinking. We're hungry. And you have to like this is what it is with the guys. You either join the party or you're like leaving it. Cause you can't just sit there. Like, babe, you have to like read the room a little bit.
You have to read the room.
Well, Karina read the room. She was like, girl, no damn wonder you don't come. I was like, yeah, like I'm literally just here. Either I join you guys and get drunk with you guys
and
become a man.
We have that shit in cap lock. Drink.
Yeah, but that's why I let you have your guys' night too. I'm like, no, it's fine. You go. If anything, I'm like, no, I get to stay at home, get chores done, and you just go out with the guys. I know I have my girls' date too, even if you guys are there, but I think it's healthy balance.
It is.
And I don't think it's ever been an issue that like we hang out more with the girls or vice versa.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so for some,
when y'all chill,
it could be an issue.
Definitely some, yeah. Because even on the last podcast, someone was asking something about like a drinking issue where because they were kind of telling their man like, like stop drinking so much when you go out, and then they get a DUI. That would be a drinking like a issue. When you're like, you're going out with your friends all the time, you're getting drunk, and you're like, that becomes an issue. Yeah. But one, I don't go out with him like crazy a lot like back in the day, because obviously got other things going on. But like when I do, that's when like at the same time I like control myself. And if I don't, that's like when you're there and like, okay, you're able to drive back.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get it.
Okay. This is one. What to wear.
Oh.
Because definitely we have different styles, you know?
Dude, I'm definitely sweating right now. Like, I need a little fan.
Because you're a sweater. Mm-hmm.
No, I like legit. I'm sweating.
You want
like little paper or something?
I don't know.
Is that like cards? Oh, no. Not the hot chip challenge.
Well, it's not going to be blowing hot dust to you.
Imagine.
Or maybe. Not playing.
Or what about the little magnet? The water warning.
This?
Yeah. Not me fanning myself.
You're messing up our decoration.
Here, babe. Dude, I sweat so much. It's like, that's such a flaw of mine.
Well,
I don't like it.
Luckily, it doesn't bring any conflict between us. Nope.
You don't feel sweat or anything when you drink?
Me? No.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm chilling. I don't know.
That's amazing. I'm like, dang. Especially when, like, you're in a public setting, you're trying to socialize, and I'm, like, sweating up a storm. Like, bitch.
Not you with the fan in front of people. Hey, guys.
As I'm, like, sweating.
But you know what? I feel like you were always like that.
Yeah. And it's,
but that's what I'm saying. It's not something that, like...
noticing it is crazy.
What?
The fact that you notice it?
Yeah, because all things like that right now, how you asked for that, like, I feel every time we go to, like, some sort of, like, event kind of thing, you're always like, can you go get me napkins? Can you go get me, like... Can you bring that fan closer over here? No,
literally, it's the way you're exposing me right now. That's so crazy.
I'm done.
But
talking about exposing, so what to wear? Because like I was saying, we definitely have different styles. And you've said it before where you're like, babe, like, wear this or wear that.
No, it's that damn blue Superman spark blue shirt for me. Okay.
Hold up. No? You're talking about one shirt from back in the day, no?
No, it's just one. I feel like people, like, you know the color theory, that colors that go with you? Mm-hmm. You know how blue that shirt is? Like that, the bong. Yeah. Bring that bong out just so they could see that stark blue.
Hold up, y'all.
That shirt is as bright as that blue. And I just know that color is not your color, imagine.
It ain't. But it had Superman. and that's all I cared for at that moment.
I always thought it was like, I don't know. Like, okay, so I saw a TikTok. Mm-hmm. This girl, she's like, I've seen a few, so I know it's not just me. They'll like take their guys to the mall, like, oh my God, you should wear this. Like, let me pick your outfits for you. Mm-hmm. And it's like not even like the style of like the guy. Yeah. But like the guys like slowly adjust to like, you know. Yeah. And it's funny because I feel like there's times where like I'll randomly surprise you, like, babe, I got you a couple outfits, like, you know, like try them on, and you always end up loving them. Yeah. And I always still go like with I know your styles, like I know your style, so I'll go based off your style, but like I like to like sometimes buy you clothes just to like see you in things that like, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, I get you.
And I feel like a lot of women do it. We're like,
you style your boyfriend.
Yeah, like I style you in a way.
Or spouse.
Like those pants, the cargo pants. Bryan, I don't even think Bryan knew what cargo pants were. Huh? I'm sorry, babe. Did you know it?
This is from back in the day, bro.
Oh, I thought you didn't know it because you didn't have any.
What?
Maybe you didn't like them.
What?
Babe, I'm just saying because you never wore them, so I just assumed like, oh, he doesn't know about them.
You didn't know me when I was freaking 12.
Okay, well, I assumed that you didn't know about them because I was like, if you knew about them, like, they're cute, maybe he would have bought some.
You know, this was like from. This isn't something new,
baby. I know.
Okay, I was just like, hold up. You think this is something new? No?
I know I know it's an older thing, but I assumed that because they had came back in, you never wore them, so I assumed like he doesn't know about them. So I ordered them for Bryan. I surprised him with a couple cargo pants, and I was like, oh my God, I really think you would like these. Like, they look really nice. And that's all he wears now. There's cargo pants.
You know how you say you randomly get little clothes or this and that, or say we're even at a store and you're like, oh, this looks nice, try it on type of thing. And I don't mind. I'm sure any guy out there, they'll tell their girl like, yeah, sure, I'll wear it, or whatever you think will look nice. Yeah, I'll try it on. But especially for myself, like this shirt, this is like me, you know, like I wear funny, dumb shirts.
I'm unstoppable.
Cool. Yeah, because now he has the little extendable hand thingy. Y'all see that?
Icon.
Because T-Rex, you know, little short arms. Aww, they got the elixir. You know, he's unstoppable. So like things like this, skater stuff, it fits like Volcom, Active, like things like that. That's like me.
Guys are comfortable with owning 2 shorts. No,
we are
2 shirts.
Our closet is so tiny. I swear it could fit in a backpack.
Yeah, no, Bryan is like, Bryan has worn shirts from like 2010. I'm like, bruh, that shirt gotta go.
Superman shirt, I still got it.
No, and there's some stuff because I like to donate, right? Like go through the closet, get rid of. No,
you need to donate more. No?
Get rid of things that you don't wear anymore. And Bryan, I'm like, this shirt is like,
it's old. It's got holes in it.
So old,
but it's comfortable. I like it.
And I'm like, it's okay to like branch out, like buy new clothes. Like, I think that's why.
And I randomly do, but not like every other day.
Yeah, I think
like every other day something's coming in on the door and like, what did you buy now? No?
That's a fact though, that guys like can like literally be content with like a couple shirts and a couple pants.
We're easy.
But do you wear like, so if you have 3 shirts, right, and there's 7 days out of the week,
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday wash, then
Thursday, Friday. Gosh.
No, obviously, yeah, like, you know
what I mean though, like
there's more than 3 shirts, but you know, like I feel I'm simple. I don't need like crazy amount of shirts. When it's like something we go like, oh, we're gonna go to a wedding or a birthday, like, okay, let me go to the store and buy like a nice shirt or whatever it is, you know. But I don't need like crazy amount of outfits, you know.
Yeah.
Even at that, pants for guys, like we try to not wash them because the fact that after that they shrink, and we don't want to be like skinny tight on us.
Yeah.
You know, because for us, we need space, and it just, I don't know, feels uncomfortable, super tight.
I just like to add in a couple more shirts to like wardrobe. Imagine.
Yeah, man, I get that. Like if I would get you something, you're like, oh, thank you, I like it, but you would still definitely be wearing your own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's twist the tables real quick. If I were to get you something, like as much as like how I said, yeah, you'll like and all that, but how would you deeply like actually feel about that? Or for other people that like their husband tries to change their wife's style.
I think there's like a difference, right? Like if you told me you should not wear this, or
you're like, I know
hide
style.
Your boobs, or that's too short, like whatever. That's like machista right there. I will say though, if you surprise me with some clothes, like, oh look babe, I bought you this cute dress, I want you to wear it, you know, I would be flattered. I think that's cute. Well,
even at that, going back to that, like, you know how machista, like, oh, don't wear this, or I feel like I've never been machista. If anything, I'm like, I like when you dress up and like look good.
Just because I don't show my ass, but Bryan would tell me, show your ass.
I'd be like, show that thing.
No, like for real. It's sometimes I even joke with Bryan. I'm like, I think if I literally walked out like with my ass out, you would like be fine with it.
No, at least just a thong on.
What?
No, play.
No, because like it's true though. Like, or like, okay, let's say like when it comes to family, right? Like if I go to my suegras, I know how to dress appropriately, right? I think about times, like the little times that like we've gone, I don't even know when was the last time I went to a club, but you know what I mean?
It's been a minute.
If I've gone to like a club or something and I know I'm like overdressed, I'm throwing on a coat because I don't want your family to see me like half.
That one time naked. We went to that one party and you're wearing your quinceañera dress, I was just like, what are you doing?
What is going on?
No.
The dad jokes are outrageous. Just outrageous, babe. That TikTok you posted.
I know. I knew you were going to say that.
With the cakes.
If y'all didn't see my new... Well, it's on my Instagram and TikTok. But if y'all didn't see it, I highly suggest go watch it because it was funny. Nope.
What did you put on your butt?
It was a blanket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just the dad jokes. You know what? People think it's like dad jokes. You've been like this.
I have, but even on the previous episode, I was talking about dad jokes. And you have to agree with this. Before dad jokes, there was actual just like funny jokes. But I even was talking to Raul about this, that dad jokes came on us because we would say certain jokes and you guys would just be like, oh, that's wrong. You shouldn't say that. Where like it kind of filtered us.
Wait.
Yeah. Like say me and my brother, right? Obviously, it's my brother. So if I say like a funny joke to him, like talking shit about him, I know it's my brother. We're messing around. He doesn't care. He could be saying the exact same thing to me. He could make fun of my nose, my eyes, my legs, whatever, something. And it's like, I don't care.
It's funny.
But for you'll be like, oh my God, you shouldn't talk to your brother like that. I was like, babe, like, it's my brother. Like, we're joking. Like, trust me, he's not going to be like, I hate my brother because he said that, you know? Yeah. But you would filter it where it just became a dad joke now.
Or
where it's like,
your friends.
That's why because I'm very blunt with my friends, and they could talk shit with me and I could talk shit with them. And at the end of the day, we're still chilling, not caring. Like that joke it was like forgotten, you know, but you're like, oh my God, they're going to be thinking Brian's an asshole the whole night. And it's like,
is that a bad thing though to like
filter
okay,
us?
because not filter you, but like, okay.
I'm just saying how dad jokes get upon. At least my theory.
If it was someone else telling you something, I would also be offended. I'd be like,
oh, if it's someone I didn't know.
Like that. So when I see you talk to your friends and sometimes it comes off harsh, I'm like, babe, like, you don't want to be that friend. That's what I
But that's how we are.
But that's how I felt, right?
No,
maybe
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Women and men are different because maybe we just don't get it.
I'll say that. You guys are definitely different. You guys will hype each other up like no other.
I think we're girls. That's what we do.
Yeah. We're like, you got this, girl, type of thing.
And you guys are not like that. You guys are like
shut the fuck up, bro.
That's so sad. If your friend is telling you their dreams and you're like, shut up, bro.
No, but that's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, say that, right? Say something happens, our friend's like, oh, this and that. And we'll be like, bro, shut the fuck up. But at the end of the night, we even have like a little group text and we'll like be like, hey, man, like, so what's up with the new, how you were talking about this and that, and boom, type of thing. So we are still supportive, but we just joke around with everything and anything, you know? We're like, we know we're not going to get offended.
Yeah, no,
because if I told them, hey, I want to start this new boat company, whatever, you know? And be like, shut the fuck up. You don't even know how to swim. Type of, like, you know, just like things like that. But later on, they'll be like, yo, so what's up with the boats? Like, have you, like, what kind of boats you trying to get? Or like, blah, blah, you know? Like, because at the end, like, they heard me. Yeah. But they just wanted to joke about it. Yeah. You know?
I get it now, though, babe. I feel like it took me a while to understand it. But I also think that there's a difference from, like, dad jokes to sarcasm. Like, I think, sarcastic. Like, when you meet Brian, you really have to, like, I have to tell them, like, he's joking about this, by the way. He doesn't mean this.
No, you know what's funny?
They believe it all.
Yeah. No, you know what's funny? I feel a lot of people think I lie, but I'm joking. And at that moment, I'll be like, no, I'm playing, you know? But there are people that, like, completely do lie. You get me? But there's a difference. You get me? Yeah. You understand that? Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, I've just learned to accept the dad jokes, honey. I hype him up. Kind of going off the list a little bit. Do you feel like I kind of just like my brain just like shuts off when I'm around you?
Shuts off? Maybe running just on 10%.
Yeah, literally.
You know?
So like, I guess this is like a good example, like
passenger princess type of thing.
Oh yeah, passenger princess, or like if I need to,
like earlier how I was saying, like I go grab a cup of water for you or anything. Like, oh, I forgot my phone downstairs. Like in my head, I'm like, how did you come upstairs without your phone? You know? But you're like, oh, I forgot my phone. I go downstairs, grab the phone, come back up. You're like, did you bring my watch? I was like, how did I know your watch was down there too? Like, you know? And then I'm like, okay, let me go get your watch because you need to get your steps in. And you're like, oh, perfect. Thank you. Did you bring my water? I'm like, hey.
I'm not expecting it tampoco. I'll tell you, I'll be like, I'm so sorry, babe, but can you bring me this? I'm not thinking like, did you bring this? Like, I didn't even ask you. Why would I expect it? You are lying through your teeth right now.
Let's No.
You are lying. I don't say, why did you bring this?
No, I'm not saying why didn't you, but like I'll come up and you're like, oh, did you get the water too? I'm like, no. I'm like, oh, can you get me water with that purple drink?
You're twisting it. If you bring up my phone, then I'll be like, oh my God, babe, I'm so sorry. Can you also bring me water? That is so different from,
you know what I mean.
Bring my water? Like, girl, that's just passive aggressive. I do not do that. I'm not like expecting for you to know everything.
No, but my thing is like, okay, why didn't you, like, if you knew I was gonna go downstairs,
because in that moment,
and you knew your like, water, your phone, your watch. I don't know what else.
That's what I do. Brian, actually, can you bring me my water? You don't listen. Imagine. I mean, you don't. Oh my God, no!
Oh, y'all heard it.
You don't hear me.
You don't listen for shit. No.
I think Brian, like respectfully, I think
you're upstairs and I'm downstairs and I'm like, what? And I'll even be like, what? And you'll repeat it. And I'm just like, oh my, I don't know what you're saying. And
by the time you come up,
and then I come up and you're like, you didn't hear me. I was like, you didn't hear me. I was saying what? Like, you know, it's just like, if you can't hear me, how am I gonna hear you? Like, yeah. Like,
so that's most likely when you have to go back down to get my water
for the 5th time.
Yeah, but I think the beautiful thing about it is you still do it.
I do,
and you don't complain.
Kind of, but not too much.
You, I guess. I mean, I don't think you do, but.
I'll just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but like you still do it.
Yeah.
And your love language is acts of service also. Acts of service. Like you will literally like, even if it's 10 things.
I'll drop whatever I got and I'm like, all right.
And you'll just do it. That's so funny. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah, how my brain shuts off. Yeah. So
it shut off right now. After that one shot and that sip of a beer.
I literally stopped drinking it because I got scared.
You did.
It's like still full.
Yeah.
I was sweating up a storm. That's what was happening. I have a podcast to film after this. I'm going to be all soaked in it. I have to film after this for chins and giggles.
Well, sadly, did we mention in the beginning that obviously Raul and Karina weren't able to be here, but we couldn't find anybody to cover us. So Mayra had to cover Raul. And then luckily, last minute, Elizabeth was like, yo, I'm down, free. So
she's out here too. Just kidding.
She's behind the couch if y'all can't move.
No.
Just pops her head. Hey guys.
Hey y'all, I've been listening this whole time. But I do feel like I like turn off my brain a little bit when I'm around you. Like
yeah. It's because also
sorry.
Oh go no.
If I'm out and about, like I just trust where you're going. I trust what you're doing. I was going to say if you take the red light. If you walk across the street, I'm going to trust that there's no cars. I'll walk with you. When I need you to...
I'll say really quickly, that is a lie. That is a lie.
What's a lie, babe?
That you just trust.
Oh, not the driving.
Because we talked about this on the other podcast that as we're driving, like me and Raul driving, there's something in the back.
If I feel like I'm going to die...
Screech.
If I feel like my life is in danger,
but babe,
I'm gonna tell you to fucking brake. Yes.
What? No, your life is not in danger.
No, the way you drive.
I know I drive crazy.
Is not okay.
Okay.
No, and that's not a flex, honey.
I'm not saying it's a flex.
That's actually scary.
I'm saying I know I drive crazy, but I don't really drive like that anymore.
No, you don't. You changed a lot after we had Noah.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes you don't know what's going on because you're right here on your phone. And last minute,
princess.
Exactly. Last minute, when someone cut me off and I'm braking quickly, you look up and you're like, "Why did you brake fast?" I'm like, "Want me to not stop?" Yeah. You know?
No, and then someone cuts you off, you're like honking, like, "You motherfuckers!"
Yeah, because why? Because they endangered my family, aka you and Noah, to actually maybe get in a car crash.
All I'm thinking, I literally tell Brian, I'm like, "You don't know that person's gonna like do something to us. Please, just chill for a sec, just a little bit."
And I get that.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like
I'm just traumatized with all like the stories I hear.
I know.
But I also think when someone's braking in front of you, start braking too.
I do, but it's not my fault. Last minute.
So every single scenario is their fault.
No, but
so you should brake.
I try.
You brake like the last minute, babe. That is not safe.
Last second.
Because you don't know, first of all, if they're braking fast enough or not.
And I do. And the thing is, sometimes when I'm braking, I have to look in my rearview mirror to see if I have enough space for the person behind me. So I have to get, if anything, actually close to the car in front of me.
Yeah.
So the car behind me gets enough space to like.
So they can see that you're braking.
And go tell the person behind me, like, yo,
I actually think it's more dangerous to the person behind you if you brake out of nowhere seconds before you're about to touch the car in front of you.
You don't see my foot. It's already hitting my lights from the behind. Mm-hmm. You get me?
I don't know. I just feel like guys drive differently.
We do. I'll say that. We do. But I think you guys assume too much of what's going on while driving.
Yeah, because it's like a lot, babe. Anyone that has been in the car with you, they
get scared. I know.
Yeah,
But I don't drive like that anymore.
Uh-huh. Okay. I get you.
But I get that where like you just get in and you instantly trust of like, because I'll say this, when I'm driving, I could drive like anywhere and know where I'm at and you'll be lost. I don't. Like last time you guys decided to drive to, where was it? And Karina decided to drive?
we were going to go to Burlington, but I don't know why the map.
And Burlington's only like 5 minutes away or something, no? Yeah. And you guys took 30 minutes, no?
No, it was like an hour to get there. I don't know. We were just lost.
What Burlington did you guys go to?
GPS for that. It took us to like another street.
But even
I don't think that Burlington's registered on GPS. I'm serious, babe. It did that to me last time too.
But see, this is okay. Think of this. Have I not sometimes like saying Noah wants to watch Easter or something? I'm like, let me just see the phone and I'll see the map and be like, okay, I'm good. Like I already calculated like what exits and whatever I got to take to get there. And I feel you guys have to have that. Like if I would ask you, like say we go outside and I'm like, where's north? Where's south? Where, like you'd be lost.
I wouldn't know.
Exactly. And I feel for us, we kind of like our brain kind of knows that.
Yeah. And
we already know where we're at.
Well, it's good, you know. That's what couples are for. We have each other's back.
Like one thing, okay. Saying
myself.
Say that's different, right? The whole driving thing. But say, I feel you guys don't. What is it called? Assist or what is it called? Like, say we walk into a restaurant. You guys are like just blinded of what's going on, like with your scenarios. You get me? And you guys are just like, boom, let's go to the table. That's it. I feel guys, at least most of us, I feel like when we walk into like a restaurant or something like that, we instantly like, okay, those are the exits, restrooms over there. Boom. It, like even notice certain people, like that guy is over there right by the restrooms. Like that's kind of off. Like keep an eye on him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Things like that where just scenarios could pop off and like, we'll know like, yo, just follow me, you know? Like,
yeah.
You get me?
I like that though. But when I feel like when I'm anxious, I do pay attention.
I feel maybe guys are constantly anxious.
Ooh, I think that I think another thing that could be like going back to the list of like things that can ruin like a relationship, anxiety, if you don't understand it. If you do not understand anxiety.
Well, not even anxiety, but if you just don't understand anything of your couple, what they go through mentally, because it couldn't be anything other than anxiety. It could be depression. It could be anxiety. It could be an eating disorder. It could anything.
Yeah.
And if you're not understanding about that,
you, honey? Imagine.
No, I feel like I'm just always getting tongue tied. Yeah. But if you don't understand that, it could be very, very bad, because then your couple just feels like downgraded, like oh my God, like now I'm the issue because I have anxiety or depression, or you get me? And it's just a mental issue or just something that they're going through. It doesn't have to be
time to understand a partner. I feel like in the beginning, like my anxiety came out of nowhere.
I feel like it's slowly built up.
Yeah, it's slowly built up. Like when I first met you, I didn't have it. So when I first would get it, like you wouldn't understand it. Like I think up until recently, you kind of started understanding it, which is not like a bad thing. You were just not like
understanding where I just like didn't know what was going on.
Just like, just don't think about it. And I'm like, no, like I'm like it's like crippling anxiety. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it. It just happened out of nowhere.
We could same thing where you didn't understand the depression.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, I don't have kind of control of like my thoughts of like how I am.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a terrible thing to not understand it. I think it's how you approach it. Like with your depression, like I never like, no, I knew like why. Like I know like, you know, why you feel that.
I don't know.
No, I think so, babe. Like when I have those talks with you, like I know like it comes from like deeper rooted issues. But yeah, like I guess like it took me a while to fully understand like that people can't like it's crippling.
It's just something that like
you could switch off.
Yeah.
So it took me a while to understand that too. But that's also something that like, but imagine like I never understood it or you never understood my anxiety. We would be both like miserable.
Yeah. And that's something like that is kind of hard because dealing with some issue like that where you don't really have like control over it and it just kind of comes to you for a partner not understanding that, it's just sadly you're gonna have to kind of deal with this for maybe throughout your whole life. And it's that constant just like feeling of not how do I say it? Like just not understanding from your partner, you know. And your partner is the one where you go to feel like supported and feel acknowledged. And with something like that, sadly some people won't get that understanding from their partner, and definitely would just be like over time where like they fall out of love just because of that. You know,
do guys have like mood swings like women do? Like, you know, I go through my PMS moments, like a woman's cycle determines everything like on your mood, right? Like, you know, if it's gonna be a bad day, you know, it's just like a roller coaster.
I know women, your guys' like hormones and all that, having like unbalanced hormones and all that could really affect your guys' like,
even in general, our cycle just determines a lot. Oh, that can actually be like unbalanced hormones can emphasize like certain emotions. But I think in general, a woman's cycle is like a roller coaster, ups and downs. There's days you're moodier. Day before your period, you might be more cranky, and you know.
I could say this, that from what I've kind of researched, the only thing that guys have is our testosterone, where sometimes our testosterone goes like built too up. And this is where you see a guy like raging and like getting mad. And it's just like, oh, like we don't have the hormone unbalance, but we may have like a testosterone unbalance, I guess you could say.
Yes. Okay, I'm glad you mentioned that testosterone. So when a woman's PMSing, her testosterone goes up. And I heard this thing about like when guys give you shit about PMSing, just tell them like I'm acting like a man right now because my testosterone is up.
And I heard our testosterone is a daily thing where like it goes up and down every day.
So like what when do you feel like you're moodier? Like in the morning, afternoon? When do you feel it? Like if you could like
I don't know. I feel every guy is definitely different because at the same way every girl is different, where like you guys aren't all the exact same day and everything exact as another woman. Where the same thing, every guy is completely different, where I feel like I'm not much of a like crazy guy, I guess you could say, where like my testosterone is like built up and like I'm angry.
You don't give me like rage vibes at all.
Exactly. But there are some people out there that could be, you know. Luckily I'm not, I don't know. So I can't say like I've never really I don't know, got built up like that. But I could say like from the morning to night where like I feel more just like I don't know, I honestly don't think I do. Like I feel like throughout the whole day I'm pretty chill. You know. Like morning
depends.
But
it makes sense why guys maybe not like,
because their testosterone, which I don't know. I feel it's more of, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay. Because that's what I'm saying. From what I saw is just that, like, where if you see a guy like that, it's because they have their testosterone built up. But
it's crazy how just a little hormonal imbalance does like the worst.
Yeah. So what's something that you see within me that kind of gives you that attraction that you like?
That I love?
Yeah.
I love when you just do manly stuff. Like when you build stuff. When you've done like remodeling to the house, I'm like, I love it.
Okay.
I love when you do things without me telling you.
Like what?
Like taking out the trash.
Bruh. No.
No.
You're like, ooh, that was so stinky. Now it's fresh in here. No.
No, not that you don't do it, but I love that you do it. I'm like, or how you'll be like, oh my God, tomorrow's Friday. Like I have to go check out the trash. Like take the bins out. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Because my trash would be overflowing. I wouldn't even know when to take it out, you know?
There's certain things I like at the house that you just never touch. But it's just like that guy taking out the trash. It's like a guy thing.
Is that number 2? You said 3, right?
You could do 3.
Oh, was it top 2 things?
I didn't say any top. I just said, what are some things?
I could have sworn he said, okay, I'm tripping.
Your brain clocked out.
Okay. What else do I love about you that I think is like, okay, so we're talking about like things that we find like sexy, huh? Yeah. He recently installed the chandelier in the dining room and I love it. Like you doing it, like I loved it. I'm like, we could have hired an electrician, but like you did it. I don't know, like, and we were gonna hire an electrician, but I was like, wait, this is very doable because we just had to like,
change we were the recess first going to hire an electrician because we were thinking for him to rewire the whole thing and all that. But then we ended up going with a different method, which I was like, oh, I could do that.
Yeah,
and then
I love it because even that I feel like maybe some guy would be like, I don't want to do that. Like, let's just hire somebody. And like you're willing to do the work. Like even when you literally like demolished the closet in the living room, that was like a full on like we could have hired like a contractor for that. Yeah. Because that was literally replacing the drywall and everything. And you've never done construction like that, and you figured it out.
But it got done.
And there you were putting the drywall. Like that is so hot to me. I love.
That's why you're.
I love like a man doing like men shit.
Like me in the restroom. Is that what you mean?
And I don't love this.
I know that for sure. Look, after I answer my things, what are some things that you hate? No?
You don't know how to take compliments. Like me complimenting you, you're like, oh yeah, this and then that. I feel like when I complimented you, like you didn't take it.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess.
You don't know how to take compliments.
That I could agree with that. I feel we even talked about this before, where like when you compliment me, I'm not used to it. Where I'm just like awkward about
it. No,
you know. But yes, thank you.
You're like, I guess. Okay, so
I could say one thing that I really like about you that you do is just simply being like a mom. Aww. Like when I see you with Noah and you're like cooking for him or even making like us a full meal. Like I know sometimes I cook for you guys or I just make something quick for Noah. But like when you're cooking and like I see Noah like all happy, like looking at the food, like just seeing you like making it for him or making it for us. I'm just like, oh my God, like that's beautiful.
That's my love language, cooking for you guys.
Mm-hmm. And then I don't know if this kind of falls into that, but like, I just love seeing you ready.
Aww.
Like, you know what I kind of actually like? I know the new style is always like sneakers and stuff, but I like when we used to go out and you would be like in full heels and like, like dressed up, even like with the dress and stuff. It was like, to me, it was just like, oh my God, beautiful.
Yeah,
you know?
I do love that.
And I'm not saying like, oh my God, like you're not beautiful anymore, but that was just like.
Top tier.
Yeah.
Oh,
you get me?
That's funny.
And then I feel for a third one, I just love like how you even say your love language is like it's not my love language, but when you're just like, oh baby, and like you
I baby you.
Yeah, like when you say certain like things to me, like I do like it.
Oh, you do?
Oh, done.
I am like such a words of affirmation queen.
Yes, that words of
I will
affirmation.
literally like, I could be making breakfast and I just hug Bryan. I'm like, I love you so much. Mm-hmm. I'll be like, I think like for a while your nickname was Beautiful.
It was.
I was like, beautiful, beautiful this, beautiful that. And like, even my family were like, why do you call him Beautiful? Like, it was so random. But like, I'm the kind that like, by babying, I mean like,
okay. She so rocks me to sleep.
No. Like, okay, like with Noah, like, I grab him and I'll be like, my Noah, and I like kiss his cheeks. I'll like literally kiss him everywhere. Mm-hmm. And with you, I do the same thing. I'll grab him.
But the only difference is my butt cheeks.
What? I'll grab his face and I'll kiss like his cheeks and everything, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I mean by babying.
No, and I know.
I know you love it.
I am done.
Who doesn't want to be showered like, in love?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I do like it. But going to like I was saying, what are something that you don't like about me? Because I know one for sure is I joke too much. Yeah, don't lie. I'm very blunt.
I think you could be like, no, you're a good icebreaker. Like, I feel like with, it could be a good thing. But then sometimes I'm like, oh, like some people don't understand the sarcasm a little bit. So that's why I'm like, okay, that some people don't understand it. But I think another thing that I do, like, it's like a big ick and like from the beginning and you know what it is.
What?
Why do you look all serious?
I don't know. No?
Aw, babe, don't be scared. It's nothing crazy.
My thing is like I'm stubborn. Always. Oh my God, yes, I know.
Yeah, like I even tell Bryan, I'm like, you literally think like you're correct all the time, and you'll even joke with me about it.
Hold up,
you'll be like, I do know everything, and I'm like,
this is the thing. It's not that I think I'm always right. I know I'm right.
Yeah, like can you imagine your man saying that? Like. That's crazy.
No, I get that. I know I'm stubborn and like I won't.
I know. Sometimes like I have to crack him a little bit. I'm like, no, like for real, like for real. You think you're right in this, or like I just need to get to the bottom of this because this is crazy. Yeah. and then finally, like, okay, yes, but I'm like, okay, by nature, like you think you're right, which is hard because when you argue with somebody, you hope that you prove your point. And you can't.
I feel that's why I don't back down. We're like, no, I still have to prove my point. Like, you know?
Yeah. So like when we talk about being hard to communicate, that's a good example.
This is why, like, situations like that, I'm like, let's just agree to disagree. Like,
I know, but to some point,
everyone has their own like thoughts and opinions, and you know, you'll be like, the sky look blue, and I'm like, that should look gray. Like, you get me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But so okay, that I'm stubborn. I joke around too much.
That's it.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you're perfect.
Okay.
I'm totally kidding. We all have our flaws.
Right? Too many flaws for me. But
oh my gosh, you see how you put yourself down?
Yes.
Like what was the No, because I feel like like it's not like
you're like, no, you're right. You have too many flaws, no?
Bye. No. Yeah, you need to like not bring yourself down so much. Starts crying. Like, what? It's like becomes like a deep ass like.
I'm done. Let's dim down the lights. No, no, okay. I'll say I feel that I feel are pretty damn perfect. The only thing is you're fucking late for everything.
Oh, okay. You want to go there?
I'm going there.
What I don't like.
Huh? That I'm on time?
You are too on time.
Issue?
yeah, actually.
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold on. Yo, we got our producer here, Crystal. Shout out. Would you rather have us here on time or late?
Oh my gosh, no, of course you want us here on time. Like, of course. That's different, babe. Let me make an example. Make an example. When someone throws a barbecue, right? What time does it start? We'll start around 5 p.m. Mm-hmm. Bryan wants to be on the dot knocking at someone's door 5 p.m. And I'm like, you don't know if they're at the store buying stuff. Like, what happens when we go? One time we went to Bryan's friends. You caught them by surprise that you were there at 5 Exactly.
Okay.
And no one else was there. Your friends showed up hours later.
And that's fine. But you know what? I'd rather be there early than showing up too clean.
I'm so used to like Bryan like being so puntual.
Okay, look, I'll say this.
Babe, but when you throw, I only say this, Bryan, because we throw so many parties. Mm-hmm. And it's a Mexican thing. It actually shocks me that you're Mexican and you're not like this. And it's amazing. Mm-hmm. It's great that you're on time. But even parties, like if we have a family party and it says it starts at 3 p.m., Bryan's like, it's already 3:30. I can't believe we're not there yet. I'm thinking like, do you not understand that like the hosts are probably not ready either right now? Like that's just how we work.
No, and I get that. But tell me, I've never, for my situation, never have missed a party. How many parties have you missed because you're like, it's already too late. The party's already over.
That's a lie. Wait.
A lie? What was that one time we went to that one party? The event was already over and they were coming out and we saw
that wasn't my fault, actually. Bryan, I'm not even gonna say whose fault it was actually.
Hold up.
We all were getting ready at my house. And I remember being freaking ready early. And the other person that was coming with me was not ready.
Well,
that's the only time actually that I showed up and I was like, oh my goodness.
No, there's been a couple of times.
Babe.
You're going to lie, you know?
Babe. And that's the thing also with these events.
Uh-huh.
No one shows up at the exact time. People show up like about an hour in.
Mm-hmm. But no one shows up an hour before.
Babe.
Like it ends.
No, you're making it seem like I've been like late to all these events.
Not all of them.
No es cierto,
but
babe.
You're definitely... Okay. You know what? Myra's always on time. We're good.
I'm not saying I'm on time. I'm not saying that, but like that you're adding a little more salsa to your tacos is definitely a little crazy. Imagine.
I dipped that salsa.
No, babe. I know I'm not like on time. Mm-hmm. But if a party starts at 3 and I show up at 4 p.m., I think that's like the perfect time to show up.
Okay. But yes or no? Well, I'm sure you kind of know this, but when we go on like special dates, I'll be like, oh, I have reservations at 5. We don't get there at 5. And we're like, oh my God, we're running late. 10 minutes before we get there, I'm like, don't worry, babe. The reservation was actually at 7.
I love that you do that. And it's not at 7. You'll do like 5:30. You swear like I'm pulling up 2 hours late to a reservation for it to
I don't know.
Babe, I know you're trying to be funny right now, but 2 hours is just outrageous.
Okay, maybe 30 minutes to an hour after.
I know I'm like not on time.
Yeah.
A lot of the times. Yeah. But to be like, I feel like I'm in between. I feel like there's people that are late.
You didn't even let Crystal answer earlier.
What? Oh my God. Wait, what?
No, go.
Of course, I like work. Yeah, I would like want to be early. Like,
want to and am is very different. No?
There's either the one person that shows up to the dot, the person that
will
show up like an hour
the one that shows up to a dot,
the one that shows up to the limpiar. I'm not that person.
No, the one that shows up to my like the dot is like my mom actually shows up to the dot.
Yeah, she shows up.
I like to at least, like, if it's at 4, we're getting there a little bit after 4. Like, late is like 4:10, 4:15. But when it's 6, I'm like, nope. And we've missed certain things because of that. You could agree to that.
And that was only us an hour in. Babe, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not puntual like that.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. I'm like,
and maybe I need to work on it. That is one thing that I don't like about myself.
But
there's exceptions though.
Yeah, nah. But I'll say this: even before we started this whole podcast, we were talking about time wise because the fact that when we film one podcast right after or before, it's Chins and Giggles and The Kingdom, right? Mm-hmm. So we were just saying like, oh, we're gonna have to be kind of like really on point with the time because if not, it's gonna either extend it and all that. Mm-hmm. And I feel The Kingdom has been pretty much on point.
Period. Congratulations, that's good.
You're like, but guess who don't give a fuck?
No, it's amazing, babe. Mm-hmm. I admire your
my clock.
Your clock. Yeah. But what happened that last time we threw that barbecue and you were like, we have to be like, we told them it starts at 4. People didn't show up till.
And that's fine.
Like 5. And
because I was ready.
The food was cold by the time we ate.
It's all good. That's all that means to me is like not one person I could trust on time.
Yeah.
Me, I was on dot.
But but I don't think Bryan understands like the whole Mexican thing.
I do.
You are the first family that I've met that's like early to stuff. When Bryan's family says like, guys, we're gonna get together at 5, it's 5:20.
No, and yes, guys? No. Say it's like a little bit after, and I start getting calls. Where you at?
And I'm like, oh my gosh, if my family got together, we would just say like, oh, like 3-ish.
But look at that.
And like people show up like at like the times that they can.
No, but look at that. When you guys do little things like that,
it's giving school. Like when it comes to like. I think when it comes to like planning family functions, barbecues, parties, you put a clock to it from when it starts. You're not obligated to be there at that time.
No. Luis could agree with me on this. When
Luis doesn't show up to early parties either.
I'm not saying that, but Luis has thrown you guys certain parties and he was like, how are you guys not ready? And y'all have been here since fucking 11.
I feel like times have changed. I feel like the parties that we've thrown, like I've been early on time. Yeah. I don't know. I'm done with this conversation.
So talking about conflict. Well, either way, once again, thank you, babe, for showing up on the Kingdom.
For having me, queen.
Hope you liked it. It was funny. Fun. Just going in, deep diving on some things. Mm-hmm. But hopefully you guys liked it as well. And hopefully the next one, Raul, should be back. Hopefully.
I think he will.
Yeah. And that was going to be amazing because we get to kind of talk about little baby girl that came through. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the same thing for you guys. Shins and Giggles. Karina's going to be there. Which we already saw little pictures of her and everything. And
she's so cute.
Beautiful little girl.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh. But thank you so much for having me. I had a blast. I was definitely sweating up a storm in here.
Now I know one shot and a sip of a beer, no more.
Yeah, no more for me, guys. But it was fun being on here.
But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Until the next one, thank you guys for everything. And stay safe out there, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Deuces.